Okay, it's time for some real talk in the world of longevity because who has time to meditate for 2 hours, to eat 6 micro meals and probably ice bath before it's even 6 a.m.? Definitely not the people I work with or me for that matter. If you're juggling meetings, deadlines, strategy desk, and well, probably life, but still want to stay healthy and sharp, then this episode of the Have It All podcast is actually for you because I share with you the biohacks I actually use. They are no fluff, there's no care required, they are just habits actually that fit into real work days and give you your real energy back. And actually they are scientifically proven, so they are based on facts, because you know that I'm Dr. Kerstin. I'm a former cardiac surgeon, so that's my medical background, but I'm also a former managing director and now your go-to for all things leadership, longevity and career strategy. I actually run the leadership clinic and help ambitious professionals stop running on empty and start feeling good again without quitting their jobs or becoming monks. And here's the thing, actually, because we optimize everything. We optimize our steps, our sleep, our investments, but we rarely optimize how we work. And most longevity advice actually feel like it was probably written by someone who doesn't know what a 12-hour workday looks like. So in today's episode, I'm sharing the actually hacks I use that keep me sharp, focused, energetic, even during launch weeks, client calls, and days where I probably live outside of an airport. So let's dive right into. Okay, we start with biohack number 1. Sleep tracking to reverse burnout. Because sleep is actually the most powerful recovery tool you have. And it's probably also the one you sacrificed first. And I know what I'm talking about because I used to live on probably 5 hours a night of sleep maximum during my surgery days. And I thought, yeah, okay, I'm doing fine. But spoiler alert, I wasn't. Yes, I was younger by then, probably 20 years younger helps compared to that today, but we have to treat our sleep like a non-negotiable and like probably strategy. I track it now with the Ultra Human Ring, but you can start with actually just by writing down when you went to bed and when you woke up, so at least you have sleep duration. But you can start with an Apple Watch or any other wearable you already have that tracks sleep data, and you'll get valuable insights into your heart rate drops, into how long you're in deep sleep, because that's actually where your brain gets a refresh as well, where your brain gets clean. So you want to have a good amount of deep sleep, and how restful your sleep actually was. So all that you can track. So not only the sleep duration when you went to bed, when you got up, but also how restful it was your brain clearing as well, and when was your heart rate drop. And so that's connected to maybe, oh yeah, I've eaten late or I worked out late, or you have to see that different things and different habits influence your heart rate drop during the night. So you can play around with that. So that's, yeah, kind of nudges you into, oh yeah, maybe I have dinner not at 8:30, but maybe I'll eat late afternoon to really ensure that that heart rate drop is early during the night. So yeah, really into optimizing your sleep. The exact steps you just do is really look up how much sleep you actually get on average, and then reverse engineer your bedtime, because when you need to wake up at 6:30, for example, you have to start winding down at 9:30. Yes, really, I'm not kidding. So in order to do that, because I know at night we get distracted, we maybe hang around of TikTok as I did last night, or Netflix, or you're doing something with the family. So set an alarm 1 hour before your actual bedtime to nudge yourself to, turn off the TV, turn off Netflix, and really get into rest mode. Maybe get into an evening routine, maybe read for a couple of minutes, or I don't know, listen to an audio storybook, whatever suits you and whatever you want to do, but really make sure that you reduce the blue light of all the screens and really wind down. And with everything, the goal isn't perfection. It's awareness and it's about consistency. And with better sleep actually comes better decision making. It comes better patience and better energy at work. So no more snapping at your team members when you're like low on sleep, and really be sharp, and you will perform your best when you sleep. And I know you probably think, no, I have to prepare and I have to work late because that's what's needed, but don't compromise of your sleep, because with your sleep you actually will perform better. Okay, now that we're all sleeping like babies, off to biohack number 2, and that's strength training for energy and leadership. If I could give every leader one prescription, it would probably be lift something heavy. I'm not saying becoming a powerlifter, but actually strength training is hands down the most effective way to build kind of physical and mental resilience you need as a leader. Because why? Because our muscle loss actually starts after 30. So most of us, me included, are already 5 to 15% down from our peak. And it's only going downhill from here if you don't do something against it. So you feel that. You feel the energy dips. You probably maybe feel some back pain at your desk after sitting all day. Or you maybe even notice it about how clearly and how fast you're thinking. And muscle isn't just about movement. It supports a lot of the things in our body. It supports our blood sugar, so that's important to not develop diabetes or metabolic syndrome. It has an influence on our hormones, on our entire metabolism. So it's really important to at least maintain, if not, if you have been a bit sloppy after your 30th birthday, and to build real muscle strength and really to build up that muscle. And how to do that? For me, I find it the most effective thing to do is join a CrossFit gym, because that's just 1 hour a day. So it's only 1 hour out of 24 to really go and get your workout in. There's strength always included because it's a big part of CrossFit, and it's guided. So a coach keeps you accountable. It has an eye on your movement patterns, and really it forces you out of decision fatigue because the programming is already done for you. I probably would only do half the workouts if it would be on me to program or to follow a program if I was on my own, but having no choice, going to my CrossFit class and just doing as it is on the whiteboard, it helps me, and it kind of gives me probably the safety that I really cater to all muscle groups and to all movement patterns throughout my training. But if I say that's not for me, I don't want to join a gym, I don't want to be around people, okay, fair enough, I get that. So maybe it's about getting a personal trainer just to start with, maybe for 1 or 2 hours a week, and focus really on those compound lifts like a squat, like a deadlift, so where different muscle groups and basically your whole body is working in order to really get those big muscles up and growing. And don't be intimidated. I know that can be, especially joining a gym and don't really know what to do and what to follow. Look it up online. There are a ton of programs out there where you can just follow with easy to follow along video descriptions as well. Or as said, hire a personal trainer to start with that is guiding you through the movements. Or join a CrossFit gym or a functional gym and really start with those group courses that keeps you on track. And remember, you don't have to be fit to start. You get fit by starting. I know that's a big excuse. I'll join a gym, but I have to get fit first. No, you will get fit while doing that. Okay, now off to number 3, the smart meal prep for energy consistency. Yes, I don't like it too, but I think it's necessary to maybe get back on track or to really be consistent with your nutrition, because nutrition is probably where most of us fall apart. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling with that as well. It's not because we don't want to eat right and we don't want to fuel our body, but probably because decision fatigue is kicking in and Deliveroo, Cream, or whatever Uber Eats you're using. It's just so tempting to get everything delivered to your doorstep without like moving the little finger. And yeah, here's something that works for me in order to, really try to up my protein intake, because that's important for the muscles as well, to get enough protein. I really struggle with that one. So the easiest way to do it is really batch meal prep on the weekend, maybe on a Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, wherever you want to do it. Really batch maybe 3 meals for the week. If you can get more, even better, but maybe start with 3 and start with simple things. Maybe you want to cook a batch of quinoa, you want to throw some veggies in the oven and roast them, and then add some protein like salmon or chicken or whatever you want to use, so that you have that prepared, and then you can just mix and match during the week when you need something to maybe take away to the office for you, or maybe to eat at night. So you can really just grab 2 spoons of the quinoa, get some of the veggies in, and then maybe sprinkle some tahini over it. And so you got a good meal that's not causing you the blood sugar highs, but let your blood sugar stay consistent, and you get your protein and actually nourish your body. And not that chocolate bar I like. It's called Snickers. But actually I like probably all of them. But so not to grab that Snickers, but rather have a nourishing meal and lunch to go with. And even if that's too much and you say, really, I don't want to do that, that's really not my thing, then sign up to a meal delivery service and have a look at them. Choose one that isn't full of weird additives. So they cook fresh, they have a good, like maybe they have the macro breakdown, so you know exactly how much protein you're getting with the meals, how much carbs, how much sugar. So you can have a look at that and then opt for nourishing meals there. And don't beat yourself up for that, because you're not being lazy. Maybe you're being strategic and try to delve into your nutrition. So that's an option as well. But really, you have to get those 3 right. Those are actually the 3 top biohacks I use. I have a couple of minor ones, but if times are busy, I really try to double down on these, because these are the most effective to live healthy longer. So every supplement you take, every, wellness session you take, those are nice. But if you don't have those 3 basics in place, they won't do much for you. So everything else is just an add-on. But those 3, the sleep, the strength training, and the nutrition, are the basics you have to get right. And so now you're probably thinking, what has that to do with leadership? And I can tell you, everything. Because when you're tired, when you're undernourished, and when you're running on those stress hormones, you don't lead well. You survive and you probably snap at your team, you forget details, you maybe procrastinate, and at the end of your day, you're drained instead of proud of what you've achieved. Because I think we all know those days where we have been so busy, and in the end it feels like, have I even done something the whole day? So you have to get those right, because when your body is supported, your brain definitely works better. You make sharper decisions, you show up with clarity, and hopefully actually enjoy your job again. That's the magic we are talking about. And actually, that's what we do with the Leadership Clinic as well. I told you before that we do transform the way we work, we lead, and we live. And we create actually a treatment plan and a prescription for your work life that makes you feel good and perform better. And longevity, yes, but also leadership. So you want to live healthy longer, but also work healthy longer. Not that I say you have to work after retirement, but it's better to be healthy working and happy working. So that's actually what we are for, to make it easy for you to love your work. And so if you want to stop Googling life hacks at 1 a.m. and start getting real results and lasting results, then book your leadership diagnostic session at the Leadership Clinic. It's like a checkup for your work life. life, and it will give you a clear plan to reclaim your energy and your headspace and actually perform better. I'll put a link down below. You can have a look at it and then book it, and then you actually have your very own appointment with myself, where we look at your work health score and we do little treatments on the spot. So whatever problem you have, we talk it through, make a plan for the next 90 days, and then you get a prescription afterwards with some resources that's probably helpful in your situation. And yeah, we take it from there. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel if this was helpful and you actually learned something new or found it great, and send it to someone who really needs that to get their life back. So please don't gatekeep, but share this episode as well. And yes, so try to incorporate all of that during the next week. Maybe I see you in the clinic. That would be great. And otherwise, I see you in the next one.